Hello, my friends. Happy Friday. Happy Halloween. My name is Lindsay, and I am coming to you with episode 225 of Why Did I Buy This? So this is a series to help you learn how to use craft supplies, either ones that are in your collection or ones that should be in your collection. And I love to share different techniques with you. So thank you for joining. As you're tuning in, please say hello. If you're watching the replay, you can let me know that too. While folks are joining in, I just wanted to let you know that it's the last day of our Demonstrator Starter Kit special. So if you love craft supplies and you love Stampin' Up! Products, this is the deal for you. Hi Sharon, happy Pool Party Friday. We have a special that ends at midnight on October 31st. And it is $48 Canadian, and you get to choose $165 a product of your choice. Yeah, it's cray. So it's a good time to be able to go to my online store and you can buy the starter kit. I'll put a link here in the comments as well. So if you're watching the replay, you can find it in the comments. And yeah, there's no strings attached, just $165 a product. You pay $48. There's no shipping or GST charged on it. So it's a really, really incredible deal. You can also choose a higher price starter kit. My suggestion is to get the lower priced one. Start taking advantage of your minimum 20% discount as a demonstrator, one of the perks. And of course, you get all the sneak peeks and you get to be part of my demonstrator team, the Cloud9 Stampers, which means you get a free online class every month. You get the opportunity for tutorials. We have a full day demonstrator event coming up in November. Lots of fun and perks. Okay, so the other thing is I have my Christmas card crank tomorrow afternoon. So we're making 20 cards in an afternoon. Thank you. It is now sold out. I really appreciate all of you who are coming and I can't wait to see you. And finally, the next class that I have coming up, let me think. What do I have next? Oh yeah, November 22nd is the Snowy Delights Bingo. We'll play some fun bingo games. We're gonna make some cards using the Snowy Delights bundle. It's gonna be a great time. So there are a couple of spots, not a lot, but a couple still in that, and I'll put the link in the comments to register for that too. Okay, so it is Halloween today as I'm filming this video. How many of you like to dress up? I'm not dressed up today, but I am wearing a little bit of a purple and orange, which is kind of like the Halloween colors, right? So I wanted to make a fun Halloween project today using Christmas supplies. So I've heard from many of you that you're not really into making Halloween cards, but you do like doing the treat boxes. So if you look back at my last episode, that's what we worked on, was treat boxes. But this is one, you're gonna want this Christmas bundle. But today we're gonna have some fun with it and make it into something Halloween. It's super, super cute. So I'm gonna do my awkward transition so you can see my hands, and then we're gonna get started with the project. All right, and I didn't set up my light, so let me just do that too. Okay, I'm gonna bring that in so you can see a little better. And there we go. How's that? You guys can see okay? Beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna get started with a piece of Basic Beige. Now, if you're unfamiliar, Basic Beige is one of our newer neutrals, and I really like it because it's not vanilla, which has like a warmer feel to it. I feel like this is a bit cooler, and it's gonna work really well for this project. So I'm bringing in the bundle for the Gingerbread Man suite. So you can see you get all of these super cute little pieces to be able to decorate a gingerbread card. And this is what the stamp set that coordinates looks like. And in fact, on December 7th, it's a Sunday from 1 to 4, I'm having a cookies and cards class. And this adorable class, you're going to get the chance to decorate gingerbread cards, as well as we're gonna have cookies and hot chocolate, and it's a great way to do this. Demonstrators in my first level get to come to that class for free, and it's an in-person class, just so you know. So another reason to take advantage of that starter kit. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a Basic Beige cardstock. This is just cut in the normal 8.5 by 5.5. We're gonna line up the edges, and we're gonna give it a press with our bone folder. Now I've gone ahead and cut some strips of basic beige. You're gonna need more than this. I'm just gonna show you a few. But we're gonna take our card front, and with our adhesive, we're just going to add this to the card front. And we're gonna do it on angles. You can go off the edge there too. This one's gonna go across like so. So you'll notice you can leave some gaps. You don't have to put it exactly all the way perfectly. So you're gonna go all the way down. You're going to run it through your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine to die cut it. So I always say the dies, if you're unfamiliar with die cutting, the dies are kind of like a cookie cutter for stamps. And so you, in this case, it actually is a cookie cutter because we're cutting out a cookie. So you're gonna run it through the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine just like this. And I'll show you what you get when you do that. So here you can see I've gone ahead and put all the strips on. I've run it through the die cutting machine, and now we can just pop out our little cookie here. Okay, and we're gonna fold this closed. Now you can see I trimmed a little bit, but I didn't trim a lot. So we're gonna make sure we've got this lined up. Use our bone folder to give it a press. And I'm gonna use my scissors to just trim off any excess, just so we're not running into trouble there. Okay, now I want to add from the Gingerbread Man stamp set, I want to add this little face. So I'm going to bring in my Memento ink, and we're going to stamp the eyes and the little mouth like that. Now, the mouth isn't going to stay. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So I'm bringing in 2 more strips here. And we're going to go right over top. So just the eyes are peeking out, okay? So I'm gonna add a little bit of adhesive here. So we're gonna go straight across, like that. And we're gonna do another one above the eyes. So it looks like we've got the little eyeballs coming out. I want this to just go up a little bit more. Just like that, okay. So with my snips now, I can open my card. It'll make it a little easier to be close to the edge. And I'm going to follow the edge of my card all the way around, like that. Fun, right? Okay, so now we're gonna add some dimension to it. So I'm bringing in my coordinating ink, which is the basic beige classic ink. And using my blending brush, I'm going to pull in some of that ink, and we're gonna start off the page and just keep going over top of our little guy. I'm gonna actually fold this because we don't need to do the back. So just bringing that in, going over top of the little wrappings we've added, filling in to make it look like the wrappings are a little old and dirty for our mummy. Just like so. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit more up here, a little bit more down here. Lovely. Okay, there's a stamp in the Gingerbread Man stamp set that I think would be crumbs because, oh snap, you could like crunch off his little leg. But we're gonna do that to add a little bit of earthiness to our mummy. So we're just doing tone on tone. It's gonna be subtle, but it's gonna make it really stand out as being fun. And then we're also going to bring in a blender pen. Now these are clear until you pick up pigment. So I'm going to use some Whisper White craft ink. So this is a pigment-based ink. And we're going to use the blender pen to pick up the white, and we're going to just add a little bit of highlights to our Gingerbread Man. So you can kind of bring it along and walk it along the edge, kind of smear it out, right? Same here, I'm gonna bring kind of a highlight along here, kind of bring it up the wrap, a little bit more down here, and just keep working through it until you get all the highlights that you want. Do one down here. I just love the idea of using your Christmas sets to do Halloween things. Because like I said, it's very like the amount of Halloween projects that I make is kind of minimal. Like there's some special kids in the neighborhood that I'll give some to. I'll probably take some. I'm going to the gym tonight, so I have friends at the gym that I'll take some projects to with some treats in it. Probably the ones I made at the last Why Did I Buy This? So it just is cute to be able to give people little treats, right? So you can see there I've added a little bit of highlights to our mummy. And then you'll notice I've got this little palette. I'm going to bring in a pen, a water painter, and we're going to just pick up some of that ink and we're going to lightly splatter it onto our mummy. Again, we're just adding to the aging of the mummy. Makes it kind of look older and fun, okay? So there you've got that. All right, what do we do next? Well, I wanted to have a little sign that our mummy is holding. So I brought in these dies. There's all sorts of labels that you can pull from. And this one is called Unbounded Love Dies. So I've used this one and I've cut out a timid tiger label. And from the Spooky Halloween stamp set, which I used last week, I'm going to bring in the Happy Halloween sign here. So with my memento, we're going to ink that up in black, and then we're going to stamp this right here. Beautiful. Okay, so now I'm going to use my dimensionals, and we're going to add that onto his little hand so he's holding the sign. Okay, just see where I put that. Okay, perfect. Like that. And it's nice because when you open it, it can hang off the little arm there because it's not going to interfere with the opening of the card. Okay, and then the last little step, I'm going to bring in the, I think it's the Bee Builder Punch it's called. And I'm going to use just a little heart with Pretty in Pink. And with a mini dimensional, I just have black ones handy, but you could use the white ones. We're going to add that onto our heart. Because I am a fan of cute Halloween. I don't really love creepy Halloween. That's not my thing. So I'm going to put a cute little heart on the left side because our mummy is a friendly mummy. And then the last step is I wanted to add in some bats, but so this stamp has 4 bats on it. So I'm going to use my black marker and I'm going to just add marker to one bat and we're going to stamp it here. And then I'm going to do the little bat on the other side. And we're going to do one here. And we'll do one more. It's kind of like acting like embellishments, this little bat. Okay, so there you go. Not a gingerbread man, but a little mummy that you can add a greeting to. You could put it onto a gift bag. It's just a very, very cute way to repurpose your Christmas stamp sets. You might already have this in your collection to be able to throw it together for a quick Halloween project today. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Be sure to share this video with my friends. If you'd like more information and more techniques, you can visit my website at cloud9stampers.com. I have a YouTube that you can check out as well. And remember, today's the last day for that starter kit special. So if you live in Canada and you'd like to get a great deal on craft supplies as well as be part of an amazing community of crafters, go ahead and take advantage of that. Like I said, in the replay, I'll put the link in my comments there. Okay, friends, have an amazing weekend. Enjoy your Halloween. Bye for now.